evening, everybody, and welcome to Homeschool's Daily Meds. As we are conversing this evening prior to our meditation, we were talking about some of the values that we are coming away with, or let's say becoming more familiar with, within the landscape of our soul that are essential, but that oftentimes just get forgotten. And they aren't such grand, huge things, but they're the things that really create that reception of energy. Because when we're talking about being drained, when we're talking about that, your own language, when you talk about yourself, hopefully you could start to have a different relationship with hearing the words that you're using, because when you're using words that describe yourself as energy, you're speaking to the essence of your soul. So when you are drained, then the immediate question to ask yourself is, where is that energy going? Because I know that I have all the energy that I need. What is it that I'm giving myself energy to that is not replenishing me? And whether it was visiting relatives, getting refreshed in nature, so many different things, what I think we're allowing ourselves, because we don't have those places that because most of us are nurturers. I would probably, happy nurturers, right? But as nurturers, we tend to immediately be there for other people. And then the secondary issue is, oh, right, yeah, shoot, I was going to do that. Oh, no, they need me. So we'll respond to others' needs more than we will to that question within ourselves. So one really great self-care technique that you can employ as a nurturer is to practice when somebody asks you for something, to just say, I'm just going to, let me get back to you on that. And it's going to feel really uncomfortable. You'll get that knot in your stomach that goes, rah, 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 and you're going to feel that. But the good news is that then what you do is you get to then disconnect from that person and really sit with, is that choice at this time exactly what I want to do? Or am I unconsciously responding to something I feel like I have to do? Two very, very different conversations. Very different conversations. And for those of us that were raised as nurturers, where we're really heightened to other people's needs, that's a default thing that needs to be conscious. So in our theme of 2020 being that which is brought, that which is unconscious will be made conscious, what an awesome self-powering, soul-centered choice to make, to give yourself time to figure out if that's a positive expenditure of your time. Now, if that makes you feel guilty, awesome. Then you're noticing that you tend to do that a lot, and it makes you feel you are more conscious of other people's needs than you are of your own. So then the next step is you come up with exactly what you need, and then you communicate to them. That's excellent self-care. Excellent. So just remember, whenever you're feeling resentment, it's because you're not saying something that's truthful to you. That's a hard one to take on board. But boy, did I learn that really hard. So see if you can exercise that, because if that theme is being brought up for all of us, I promise you there's probably an element of truth for a number of different people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be inspired to mention it. All right. So let's get into meditation. Woohoo. Oh. So, Lydia, did that make sense, what I just said? You asked for clarification. And before we go into meditation, I just want to make sure, because I trust the fact if one person didn't understand, I may have not gotten it quite right. Thank you, Lydia. Yes. Yes, it is hard to ask in the first place. I knew we had to just spend another moment with this. It is hard to ask in the first place, but that's only because you're not accustomed to thinking of yourself first. That's why you feel guilty. And let me just, we'll get to meditation, I promise. The reason why we feel guilty is because our energy field connects to that person's. So think of a line of light going from your heart to their heart. You're more predisposed to feel what they feel than to know how you feel. And part of the reason why we get resentful is because we don't always take the time to investigate how we really feel about something. But we talk about it because we're aware that something's off or that we're not taking care of ourselves, but we don't take the time to figure out what is actually going on with us because we get more involved with the other person. So the guilt that you feel is because you're accustomed to thinking about that person more than you are yourself. So that's why, let me get back to you on that, is great, because it gives you the time to detach from the situation and go, okay, what's my stuff? Okay, but what's their stuff? Oh, I don't want to step in there. Okay, I need to make a different decision. My stomach's getting really upset. Okay, I've got to breathe through this because I know that this is just place of empowerment, third chakra talking at me. And then you can put your hands on your stomach while you have a conversation with that person. You can imagine that color of light that goes into that third chakra to give you some peace and quiet there. But it's important for you to practice saying no. It's not a bad word. It's really self-respecting. But we're so conscious of what other people feel that we're actually going to feel their disappointment. But their disappointment is the fact they've gotten used to us taking care of them. So we're not actually helping them always take care of themselves. We're overdoing our nurturing. Okay? So, yay. I think that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, yay. No, 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 no. We get to be toddlers. Think of it that way. All right, everybody, let's go into meditation. So just allow your focus to fall into your energy field. And fall into your energy within your physical body. And we're simply going to begin tonight imagining you're standing on the top of your head. So you're outside of the physical, standing on your head. Just build that awareness of standing on your hair. And just broaden your awareness to visible energy. So witness how your soul space is in front of you. That electromagnetic space of your soul. And allow that front of your energy field now to just expand. And start to create a larger bubble. So it's expanding out by feet in front of you until it's about 5 or 6 feet in front of you. Almost as if you just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you create a current of air that just expands that soul space out. And as you're facing in this direction, I want you to imagine on the outside of your soul space, kind of like the bubble of your soul field, your auric field, that there is an animal standing there. Whether it's known to you or not known to you, allow that animal to be there. And so that animal now becomes the animal that you can go to and call in when you want to have assistance in opening your soul space. So they're opening your soul space in that particular direction. So let's assign that animal as the energy of the animal in the south. Whether you're facing south or not, that's going to be the beginning of opening your space in this physical world and into this physical world. Just notice that animal. So whatever sound that animal makes, have that animal now make that sound. And witness as it makes the sound what changes in your soul space. Do you feel energy, an energy exchange with the front of your body because you're opening just directly in front of you into the world, into this whole experience of energy? What feels differently as they make that sound? And then once they make that sound, now feel into the energy in front of you. Feel the energy below you, coming out from your feet, the bottom part of that soul space bubble coming up around, right in front of your heart, extending 5 or 6 feet and then rising above you 5 or 6 feet. So feel how open that whole space is. And we're just going to remember that animal there. So now standing on top of your head, you're going to rotate 90 degrees and face the west. And we're going to bring in an animal from the water, whether it's a river animal, an ocean animal. What is that animal of water that serves as a guide and an angel for you, opening up your soul space on the west side of your soul? It's the place and space of empowerment, stepping into your own personal evolution. It's the place of sunsets and endings, but it's very powerful as a place of personal transformation. And allow that animal to make the sound or physically animate to help you witness how they expand your soul space on your right-hand side in the direction of west. And notice you don't have to make it happen. By their presence, already your soul space is expanding just by their presence there. So now the right side of your soul space is out 5 or 6 feet at least to your right-hand side. Now take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then standing on top of your head, you turn to the direction of north, which will be the opposite direction of which way you're facing. So it's like you're facing behind you. And now we call in an ascended master. This is someone who is witnessing the becomings of your soul, helping you with creativity, helping you with vision in your life, helping you with where you find joy and passion in this world, working to inspire your soul to step forward in different ways. And feel the difference of their energy's presence behind you. And you may be feeling pressure on the back of your neck or on the back of certain chakras, because their energy is assisting you with that particular place. So allow them to send energy into your physical body, into the chakras, where they are transmuting and downloading information for you. And simply notice if there's also a healing going on. Maybe you become aware of a part of your body right now. This is the power of that individual to be able to work with your soul on a number of different levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So each direction and each guide will feel very different to you. And then feel how that side of your soul space behind you now expands, almost as if they are grabbing energy like dough and pulling out, as if expanding their arms out and opening up your soul space behind you. And you might see color, you might see light, you might see almost like neurons firing within your space. All of that is just energy transmissions. And now you acknowledge that guide. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then you bring your attention to the left side of your energy field. Where you'll find there is a winged presence, a bird, could be mythological, but it's winged, has wings. And it also could be a bit of an alebrije, which is like a combination of different animals together in colorful form. So whether mythical or a bird that you're familiar with, or a combination of both, just allow that creature to open their wings. Spread the feathers. And then they close them, and as they close them, it's as if the tips of their wings, their shoulders, reach into your soul space. And as they slowly unfurl their wings, you feel the expansion on the left side of your soul space, opening up. So with the animal in front of you, the sea creature to your right, the guide, ascended master behind you, and the feathered one to your left. Notice how expanded your energy field feels at this moment. It will feel almost like you are less aware of your physical and more aware of the truth of you, that you are energy first and then matter. And then below us, we vision the most sensitive, beautiful, compassionate essence of divine feminine energy that moves like a river underneath the soil beneath us, as if creating a sacred space for the presence of our soul to root into this world. And that would be the energy of Gaia, the energy of Mother Earth. And watch how she slithers almost snake-like underneath the soil, creating such a beautiful earth-like womb for us to just relax into, where our silence can live, where there exists a privacy, where we are in relationship with nature, because we are always touching nature. And allow the roots underneath the earth to go from the normal tan color of the roots to become iridescent, opalescent, and neon-like. In just an instant, witness the true color of the energy underneath. Like arteries and veins, sending love and light and support underneath everything we do all days of our lives. And feel the energy circulating around your feet as you become attuned to the energy of Mother Earth, spiraling ever so gently, spinning. But you'll begin to feel a pulse, a rhythmic exchange like a heartbeat of the earth. Hear that now. And notice, simply by surrendering to that sound, there's a release within your body of tension, a depth of silence within you. And then that part of you standing on top of your head gazes up to witness pure light, the presence of unconditional love in whatever form it appears, whether it's color or shape or visuals or just the feeling of grace, benevolence, humility, And let that energy fall like rain gently into your soul space, as if the top of your soul space opens, as if a mouth thirsty to let that rain fall so gently, filling our entire soul space with that grace, that presence, that connection to all there is, that access to all wisdom. And in this tremendous place of silence, pull into your heart space one soul upon this earth who needs support and love. Imagine that you're standing in front of the door to your heart and they are outside. And as you open that door to your heart and they come in, the exchange between the two of you transcends physical to where your souls deeply connect. Imagine lifting that soul up for them to sense just a moment of love. And hold them and bring them to a space where you can place them and just have them sit or lie down. And you call in the animal from the east, the south, and the water creature from the west, each standing in their position, and the guide from the north, and the winged one from the east. And you imagine the earth opening up, creating a healing space for receptivity and recharge. And then, as if you bring your arms above your head and open your hands as if to reach for a ball of energy, you invite in grace. And that rain gently falls on this individual. And as it connects to them within their soul space, within their physical body, within their emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical body, watch them receive this healing, taking in the animal from the south, the water animal from the west, the guide from the north, the winged one from the east. And witness how all energy is directed to the healing of this individual. We are observing, allowing, witnessing. And as light is brought into their system, witness them receiving this love and energy. And then the feathered one from the east steps back. The guide from the north steps back. The water animal from the west steps back. And the animal from the south steps back. And witness that person sitting up, empowered, renewed, refreshed, receptive, reborn. So thank the animal from the south for partaking in today, allowing you to understand their presence, the power of their presence, and how it affects your energy system, whether you see them in the natural world or not. The animal to the west, the water animal, thank them for their joy and their presence and their fortitude. The guide from the north, thank you for their vision. The guide from the east places wings upon you to help you fly into your becoming. Gaia opens her womb to you as a safe place to allow yourself to release what no longer serves you, but pull up that energy from her. Share in this experience of Earth. And finally, the grace above, you thank for being ever present. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And take another deep breath in and exhale. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. We get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? Right? So there are invisible friends helping you in so many different ways. And what a gift it is to have the natural world. That was really powerful because we've talked about the guides and angels that we use when we open our soul to the universe. But you were gifted tonight, your people to use when you want to really connect within the physical. So these are new friends. And we will be working with them, which will be fun. So spend some time. If you draw, they love being drawn. If you don't know why one showed up, look into it. If they're familiar, awesome. And if one direction wasn't so clear as others, need not worry at all. Focus on what was perceived, what you received. But you have new friends. Woohoo! And notice the different kind of peace that comes from, there's one way your energy field will feel when you connect up into the universe. But there's a whole different feeling when you connect within the magic of the natural world. And you will always, always have animal souls that will help you with that. The other thing you'll start to notice working that way is that the animals know it. So they'll start talking to you differently. Some of you know that already. But for those of you that it's a little bit new, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now. Because you just got initiated. Now, the reason why I want to make a big deal about this, it was a long time before the animals really started talking to me in sessions. It came before the children in the spirit world started talking to me. But I realized they needed my trust. They needed to understand my intentions. We have created a rapport. So they trust us now because we're listening. So spend some time listening to new friends. You just got some more family. Woohoo! All right, my friends. We will go clearly foraying into new realms in the next couple of days. So have a wonderful night, everybody. Good night. Sweet dreams. Enjoy.